Canadians are being forced to change their Labor Day weekend plans as Hermine heads north along the East Coast, bringing heavy rain, wind, and storm surges. Our Sky 4 helicopter is giving us a better look at flooding across the Florida Gulf, the most in our area. And in Blackshear, Georgia, a family is trying to rebuild after a tree came crashing through their home. A 15-year-old who was sleeping at the time says he's lucky he didn't get hurt. Channel 4's Nicole Schneider joins us live. Nicole, a close call for that family.
And when you see it, it is unbelievable that no one was injured, that no one is dead after that tree literally chopped through their home. Tia Grissett is lucky to be alive tonight after this tree crashed into her home.
I heard a big old noise, which was my window right there busting.
Tia says it all happened around 4 a.m. when Hurricane Hermine reached land. Strong winds cut through the trailer park where she lives and moved this tree like a stick. And to give you an idea of just how much damage this tree caused, it busted out this window, and you can see it's parallel right here, collapsing in the kitchen and damaging the living room where normally Tia's children would sleep.
Yeah, they sleep right there in the living room. So thank God I had to work last night and my mama don't keep my kids for me.
Tonight, Tia's family can't stay home. It's too dangerous to stay here, but that inconvenience is minor. Everyone is happy they're alive. And it's unbelievable when you see the damage in that home. It's unbelievable, right? That everyone was not injured in that situation. Now, the Red Cross is helping out the family. They'll probably stay at a hotel tonight. And they have a big hole in their roof. It's raining again, so it's very unfortunate for them in that property, but the landlord is expected to help them. Live in Baker County, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Hermine expected to impact Duval and Clay with strong winds, minor flooding, but are you in one of those areas that might flood? Channel 4's Janice Harris caught up with emergency management officials to find the most vulnerable areas and how people are preparing in Duval and Clay counties. Janice.
That's right, and it's an important question that everyone should ask themselves today and be aware of it. But the thing is, officials say in Duval and Clay County, sometimes folks think of a zone as being a flood zone that you might have from the Emergency Management Agency on a large map. But they're saying that for any potential flooding that could come in the next couple of days, it will be in urban areas.
Unfortunately, right now, it's just a wait-and-see game.
As the conditions for Tropical Storm Hermine change frequently, Bernard Sutton in Clay County is not waiting to prepare.
Just getting, just common things, water, gassing up, of course. I'm getting propane and charcoal because I'm not sure which one I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, I don't need them at all.
Kayla Neely says more customers are preparing for the storm.
They've been in looking for flashlights, generators, a little bit of plywood, some water, batteries.
Middleburg has seen its share of floods in the past from storms, so many are cautious but not worried.
Black Creek is known for its flooding. However, officials say for this storm that's coming in, you're not going to see any flooding here. In fact, you're going to see it in the city.
For some of our areas, this is not going to be a typical Black Creek event that what we normally see a lot of. This is going to be more the urban flooding areas with smaller or older drainage systems that won't be able to handle the amount of rainfall that's coming in that quick.
It's important to know your zone. John Ward in Clay County says one of the biggest concerns will probably be strong winds, but flooding is possible too. Here are key places to remember: Tanglewood, Orange Park South, Aquarius Concord, McGurts Creek, and the town of Orange Park. And in Duval County, officials say the Riverside and San Marco area are to be concerned, and also McCoy and Hogan's Creek. No matter where you live, for people like Sutton, he's just looking forward to the storm being gone.
Mother Nature, all right? We cannot control it.
No, you cannot control Mother Nature, but officials told me there's something else you can do in urban areas to help reduce the possibility of flooding. Take a look at this. You see this drain here, and you see how there's all this debris, leaves and things. They say what you need to do is you need to clear this out. It'll make it easier when the rain starts to come down so that it's not holding it back from draining through the system, and it'll help reduce some of the flooding in your area. McCoy's Creek area, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Continues our election coverage. Denise, for those who are just tuning in, tell us about Corey's concession speech.
Yes, well, just a couple of hours ago, State Attorney Angela Corey, she learned back here at the Fraternal Order of Police building that she was not going to have a third term. Now, around up until 7:30 tonight, everyone was really excited here, hopeful, thinking she would get that third term. And then at around 7:30, when some of the early voting started coming in, those numbers, you suddenly had a shift in the room. There was almost near silence as folks were becoming concerned at seeing some of those preliminary numbers. And of course, we did find out about an hour or so after that Angela Corey would not get her third term. We asked her, where does she think she maybe went wrong in the campaign? This is what she had to say.
Our record is stellar. There are objective criteria that come from the clerks of the court based on the performance we do in court. And I'm just a little worried that people were looking at performances that aren't in court. And that's where we do our job. You know, we have all these smart justice programs that Mr. Austin implemented years ago. We have 15 of those. Those are thriving. We have tough justice, and we've not been apologetic, nor will I be at this point, for being tough on violent repeat offenders.
And again, saying she is not going to be apologetic at all for being tough on repeat offenders. Now, that was one of the things during her campaign that she said would make her stand out, that she was saying was a good thing, but clearly that was not something that helped her win for her third term, as she has lost to Melissa Nelson. Now, coming up tonight at 11, we will talk to her again, State Attorney Angela Corey, as she talks more about what she may have next happening for her in the future, 2017, and how she will handle the transition to Nelson. Yes, it was a very disappointing night for State Attorney Angela Corey. However, she was very optimistic and positive even after finding out about her loss. And she's already come up with a plan as to what will happen for the transition for Melissa Nelson and what she plans to do in the future.
Transition will be as smooth as she needs it to be, that the office is in good shape, it really is, and that, you know, she will apply herself, I'm sure, to making sure that our record continues. And that's all I can ask, is that bringing this office out of the bottom, it was 19th out of the 20 circuits when I took over, and we've gotten it up in the top 3, 4, 5 position in conviction rate, clearance rate, and I'm sure that she will want to continue that record.
Now, before the results came in, you spoke of gratitude and that you were very happy with what you've done for the last 2 terms.
Yeah.
Have you thought at all about what you want to do next when this current term ends?
I have, and I want to stay involved, probably teaching law enforcement. It's something I've done for 3 decades. I want to stay involved in that as well. I've thought about private practice, and I may do that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Any last? So Corey being very kind, and we may hear more from her in 2017, whether it be in private practice or with her teaching and education. At the Fraternal Order of Police, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.